Okay, welcome to the SportsJOE pub quiz, where each week we'll be testing our guests' sporting knowledge. Now, in the red corner, he's from the Rebel County, and he'll make sure you know about it. It's Joe's very own Mr. Dan Casey.
Thanks so much for having me in our own studio. I appreciate it.
You're on home soil now, so do you think you're the favourite?
I don't know, am I the favourite now with Mickey and all his knowledge?
Yeah.
200 appearances for him.
There we go. Yes, he's got his work cut out for him as he goes up against a man with the GAA career spanning 20 years, as you said, Dan. It's Meath hurler, Mickey the Honeybadger Burke.
It's great to be here. Looking forward to this.
Mickey, I got to ask you before we get going, where did the Honeybadger originate from?
Just a bit of fun, really. Just a bit of crack. It's an animal that punched above its weight, is afraid of nothing, and I thought it seemed like something funny to do, so kind of took on life of its own there.
And when you're on the pitch, do your teammates be calling you the Honeybadger?
They call me a lot of things. No, maybe not the Honeybadger, but yeah.
It's a bit cumbersome to say, like, you can't really get it out quick. Like.
Exactly.
Mickey's a bit.
Or were they shortened to the Badger or Honey?
Badgers maybe sometimes.
Badger, yeah.
I've been called a lot worse than Badger, so I'll take it.
We need to come up with the animal nickname for you, Dan. What do we reckon?
Oh, Jesus.
The armadillo.
Got hard shell. I don't know.
Dan the Armadillo Casey. There we go against Mickey the Honeybadger Burke. Okay, Mickey, I know you're a bit kind of concerned about the quiz. I'm going to explain what's going to happen. All right, there's going to be 5 rounds. Round 1 is going to be straight up quiz. Just give me the correct answer and you get a point. You've got 5 questions. That's what we'll be using the boards for. Round 2 is Who Are You? I'm going to give you a picture of a famous GAA moment and you've got to tell me the player involved. We'll cover their face with an emoji. Round 3 is Where You Watching round. I'm going to ask you questions from this year's GAA season so far, hurling and football. And we're going to be testing your knowledge as to where you're paying attention. Don't look too concerned. Round 4 is the magic number round. I'm going to give you a series of numbers relating to GAA and you have to add them up to give me the final answer. So we'll be testing your knowledge and your maths. And finally, the 5th and final round, 10 questions each. Rapid fire, a chance to claw back the score or cement it even further. All make sense?
I'm sweating, man.
All make sense?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Round number 1. You're using your boards. Write down your answer. And when I ask you, turn it around. Which county has never won the Ulster Football Championship?
He's afraid I'm going to copy his answers.
Don't be looking over now.
I'm hiding them.
Mickey, we'll get things going. What are you saying?
Fermanagh.
Dan? Fermanagh. Point each. See, we're off to a flyer, lads. 1-1. Question number 2. Which county has finished runner-up the most amount of times in the All-Ireland Hurling Championship? Two big intakes of breath there.
If I know Enda who wrote the questions, maybe.
He's sitting pretty in Australia.
No, I'm not happy with this now.
We'll get the armadillo now to show us.
The armadillo says
Cork.
like Cork.
What are we saying, Mickey?
Tip.
I can tell you you're both wrong. It's Kilkenny.
Right.
Okay.
Who also have the most. Okay, no points there for round 2. Question number 3. Which county is also known as the Magpies?
The Magpies.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Not Newcastle.
Magpies. Is there a time limit in this?
I will be generous enough at the time. This was news to me as well until I read the questions, to be honest.
I've never ever heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
Something random.
Right.
An irrelevant county.
Well, here we
It's
go.
going to offend.
Dan says this is an irrelevant county as well as hopefully the Magpies. Dan, what are you saying?
All 10 of them in Longford.
Longford.
Yeah, I went Longford as well.
What? You were copying me.
No, I swear I wasn't. I didn't have a clue of that. Never heard of that.
What colour is a magpie?
Black.
Like,
Black and
White.
Sligo. Sligo. Both wrong. Would you like to apologise to people in Longford or we'll let it pass? No worries at all.
highest rate people in Mountjoy in the country in Longford. There you go. Fun fact in the
Are
quiz.
you looking for extra points for that one? All right, question number 4. What common fridge item has been the sponsor of a Leinster county for years? You put it in the fridge. These are what, Mickey?
I think I should have drank more coffee this morning before I come up here to get the brain going.
And if I was to get a coffee somewhere in Meath, where would I go?
Promotion.
Mickey has a coffee shop in Meath. He's very good not to promote it. He can if he wants.
I'm having a blank.
Would you like to pass? Write down any Leinster county. Stab in the dark.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe this is...
Okay, what did you say? Talk to me.
Ham, Kildare.
Dan.
Well, one in the fridge said hunky dories with me.
You put your hunky dories in the fridge.
Well, look,
Actually, that was in my mind as well.
It is ham. Brady family ham Kildare. So, Mickey takes the lead.
Next door to me, I would have been slaughtered if I got that wrong.
And final question in round 1. He's known as The Rock. But what is the former player's real name?
He's good friends with you, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Lovely fella.
Mickey, who are we saying?
Dermot O'Sullivan. Legend.
Yeah. Superman wears Diarmuid O'Sullivan pyjamas.
Yeah, what a man.
Any stories about Diarmuid, Mickey?
He was coaching down and still is coaching down when I played my 200 game for me there during the year.
Right.
So last year he was up in the field in Longwood. It was held in my home ground in Longwood. We played down in it was Kyo Cup game. So that would have been my 200 appearance with the footballers and the hurlers. And he was up there and he was just, top man. Really, really sound. And he's called a few times for a coffee and a chat. And he would have been a hero of mine growing up. Do you know what I mean? So to even call him a friend is great, you know.
Class. Right, so after round 1, Dan's on 2 and the Honeybadger is on 3. 1 point lead. Not too bad now. Moving into round 2, this is Who Are Ya? I'm going to show you 5 pictures from famous GAA moments and you have to tell me who is involved. Their faces will be covered with an emoji. I believe
we have
they
them
are
here
in front of you
us.
there, yeah. So if you flick over your first page there, Mickey.
Yep.
If you want to write down whose face is covered by the Carlo Ancelotti emoji.
That one.
Oh, yeah. Mickey.
Kevin Cassidy.
Dan.
I said Eamon McGee.
Mickey gets the point. Kevin Cassidy, that's in 2011 versus Kildare. So 1 point to Mickey in round 2. We'll move on to the next photo. So it should be underneath your pages there. The man, of course, in the red top.
Okay.
Dan, what are you saying?
You can forget about him as far as he's a man. Sean Kavanagh. I don't know, is it C or K? But,
Sean Kavanagh. Mickey?
Yeah, Sean Kavanagh as well.
Do we know the importance of that photo? Do we know why that's an important photo?
Joe Brawley went absolutely apeshit at him anyway. One of the most iconic GA moments of all time. He dragged the man down. Isn't it? That's the introduction of the black card.
That's damn right. That's it. 1 point each. We'll move on to the next one, a hurler.
One of the most iconic GA photos of all time.
Mickey, who are you putting? Show us the board.
Yeah, big Joe Canning.
Joe and Joe Canning. Nice and easy, that one. Picture number 4 is a manager. But who was in that altercation?
After someone getting a tussle in there, there's only one man. That's springing to mind.
And the emoji kind of suits him as well, I think. It also nearly is kind of like the real man himself. Mickey.
Yeah, Davy Fitz.
Davy Fitz.
Sorry, Davy Fitz.
Nice and easy. Mickey is going for the full house here in round 2. 4 out of 4. Dan's on 3 out of 4. The final picture is of a footballer just about to take a shot. But who is it? Mickey, for 5 out of 5.
Peter Canavan.
Dan also goes for Peter Canavan, and they're both correct. Mickey, not bad. 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I was standing behind that free, sitting with my father at that free, watching that free going over the bar. I think he was carrying an injury and he came on, so I remember that final well, a special player. Yeah.
Did you say how many All-Irelands has your father been at? You told me something mad before.
He has been at every All-Ireland final since 1957.
Jesus.
Football final. He hasn't missed one.
Wow.
Yeah, bar obviously the COVID ones.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what one's his favourite?
What one's his favourite? Does he talk about? I suppose maybe he loves seeing a bit of history. He always says that if a team wins an All Ireland for the first time, like Armagh, Tyrone, I think Down won it in the 60s. Obviously the Meath ones, but yeah, sure, it's great. It's a great record to have. It's amazing, really.
Wow, it's a lot of All Irelands. Right, after round 2, Mickey, you've gone to 8 points. Dan on 6. But it could all change in round 3. Where are you watching? We're going to be seeing where you're paying attention to this season's GAA action. I'm going to ask you questions about this season's football and hurling. We'll see how well you are watching. Same as the last couple of rounds, write down your answers on the board. And your first question is, what game was called off in the first week of Division 1 of the Alliance Football League?
I was supposed to go to this one.
Dan, we'll get your answer first.
Kerry Donegal.
Mickey? Yep. Kerry Donegal, of course, because of the storm. 1 point each. Question number 2. What reason did Kieran McGeeney give after the game for being so annoyed with the new GAA rules? What reason did Kieran McGeeney give after the game for being so annoyed with the new GAA rules? We'll be kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll be lenient in this one. Mickey, what are you saying?
He said he didn't get or receive a rule book.
Dan?
I just said stab the arc. I was like...
We'll give you a point, Mickey. They were told a different rule to Galway.
Okay.
I think it was the referees who said they didn't get a rule book.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll give you a point, though.
Okay.
It is the rules.
Where's the rule book today?
Right, question number
fair play,
3.
lads.
Who scored both of Galway's goals against Kilkenny last week?
I don't realise how bad my handwriting is until...
You have to show it on
like this.
camera.
Yeah.
Who scored both of Galway's goals against Kilkenny last week?
No, I'm going to have to pass. I don't know.
Dan, to claw back a point.
Declan McLaughlin.
Declan McLaughlin is correct. Question number 4. Donegal beat Kerry in the football last week in Tralee. What year did they last beat Kerry away from home? Now, I will accept the closest to the year for a point.
I did read something. It was like further away than you think. So
Too closest to the year. Do you know what? If you get it bang on, 2 points. We're making up rules on the fly here.
Yeah, I'll do a McGeeney on it now in a minute.
I didn't get these rules beforehand. Have you got the year, Mickey?
29 years ago? 96, no?
96.
He actually said 96 as well.
I'll allow one of ye to change. Who wants to change?
That means
Try
it's,
and
that means it's lower anyway.
Okay, right. How about this? I'll let you go again. It is lower. Go again.
Right. going to be mad now if we get the
If
same
you
one.
the same
again.
one, I was going to say. Dan, what are you saying?
91?
I'm saying 28 years ago.
Sorry.
I can't do those maths. So, 28 years ago. That's 1997.
97.
It's 1988.
That's mad.
2 points for Dan
Oh, lads, that's cat.
on the scoreboard. All right.
I think only give me 1 point because
Are you
I
sure?
didn't really get it bang on. Yeah.
Well, I was lenient with Mickey as well with the rule question.
That's fair.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to even it out here somehow. All right. Question number 5. Antrim have been drawn against Armagh in this year's Ulster Championship. And there's a standoff going on right now about the venue. Where do Antrim want the game to take place? Dan.
Corrigan Park.
Yeah, Corrigan
Corrigan Park is correct. Right. So after round 3, Dan got 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 points, making you on to 11. And Mickey, you got 1, 2, 3, bringing you on to 11 points.
Oh.
So there we go.
Come back on.
Now, this one is the tough one. I'd actually recommend you taking notes on the points here because we'll give you a minute to try and add all your answers together, okay? Because this is where we're putting your maths to the test in the magic number round. I'm going to give you a series of numbers relating to the GAA, but you have to do the maths. The closest to the number will get 5 points, so it could be a huge impact on the end of the quiz. So, for example, I'll give you the first one so you have an idea of what's to come. The number of points you now get for a point outside the 40-metre arc, plus...
Okay, hold on.
So maybe kind of take notes,
Yeah.
and then we'll give you a minute to do all your
Right.
addition.
Okay.
Plus the number of All-Ireland football titles Kerry have won. Plus the number of rule changes in football this year. Plus the number of career points Cillian O'Connor has scored. Plus the number of appearances TJ Reid has for Kilkenny. And finally, the number of All-Ireland final appearances Henry Shefflin has made. Now, add them all together, and you have 1 minute also until the end of Gerlach Nan calling the Offaly hurlers fat. Starts now.
Because, you know, you'd all the Offaly former players saying, oh, yeah, look, Nan never got over 98 and all that. There's nothing to do with 98 or anything else like that. It's just look at Offaly and you'll see that. But, a few weeks later, they played Kilkenny below Nolan Park, the same year. And, they were being hockeyed. But the camera went in, there was a fellow warming up. Well, Jesus, you should see him. He was massive. Legs, arse, bill. Well, I burst out laughing watching the There he was, the epitome of what I said about the Offaly. So that's definitely one time when I was right.
I think we're...
It's not going to be good for me.
Closest to the answer, don't worry. Your minute is up.
Oh, I haven't had time to add them up yet.
Maybe we'll go for another Gerlach Nan calling the Offaly
I
hurlers
think
fat.
so. Hold on.
Many rules are changed, man.
Right. I think I have my final. I think.
If you want to use your calculator, actually, I should have said.
We
you
should have,
probably
yeah,
could.
actually, we
yeah,
should
yeah.
have done that.
Do you want to go again? Are you happy with your score? Jeez, the Offaly hurlers getting awful doing from Ger here now.
Yeah.
Thank God I was calculator in it because it was 100 off.
Do you want the calculator, Mickey?
No, in grand.
You're
in
grand.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
used to doing the sums.
Well, I don't know, but... God, I have no idea where this is going to go.
You ready? Do you want to go through the answers? Start, Mickey. So, what do you have for the first one? The points outside the 40-metre arc.
2.
The number of All-Ireland football titles Kerry have won.
I'm not sure. I went for 30, but there's probably more than that.
Rule changes.
Didn't have a clue of that. I completely guessed that. I said 15.
Points Cillian O'Connor has scored.
I went with 300 in total.
TJ Reid appearances for Kilkenny.
90.
And number of All-Ireland final appearances Henry Shefflin made.
15.
And what did you get?
Got 457.
457. Okay, Dan, we'll ask you the same.
40-metre arc, 2.
Yeah.
Kerry All-Ireland's 36. Football rules, 7. I said Cillian O'Connor, 250. Reid appearances, 110. And I said Shefflin, 10.
What's that total?
415.
Right, so I'll go through them. So obviously 2 points for the 40-metre arc. Kerry All-Ireland's 38. Rule changes, 7. Correct on that one. Career points for Cillian O'Connor, 367.
What?
TJ Reid appearances for Kilkenny, 89. And Henry Shefflin has made 15 All-Ireland appearances, which is 518, which means Mickey was closest with 457, bringing him on to 16 points, 211 into the final round. It's done, you dirty Dan.
20 rules. Where did I pull that out?
The Cillian O'Connor one absolutely killed me anyway.
Moving on to the final round, you don't have to write down your answers because you'll be going against each other, one at a time in the rapid fire round. Time to separate.
How rapid is rapid?
Rapid. 30 seconds on the clock. Time to separate the men from the boys, the quiz masters from the quiz disasters. 10 questions each. 30 seconds to answer. A point per question. And the person trailing goes first. Dan, would you like, we need to be quick here to get you up. Would you like pack A or pack B in the questions?
Pack B.
Pack B. All right, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock to claw some points back. Who won last year's All-Ireland hurling final?
Clare.
Who are the tribesmen?
Galway.
How many men do you have to keep inside the opposition half now?
3.
What footballer's initials are MDMA?
There's a joke to be made here.
Quick!
I do not pass.
When did Meath last win the Leinster football title?
Shite. Mickey, how long? 2010.
What county has an oak leaf on their crest?
Derry.
And finally, what county changed the type of sheep they have on
Roscommon.
their crest? Okay. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So
Bringing you on to 17 points.
So he can get 2 right and he wins the best.
2 right. Let's go, Mickey. Let's see how good you are. Okay. You ready?
Okay.
30 seconds on the clock. Who won last year's All-Ireland football final?
Armagh.
Who was the banner county?
Clare.
Who was Tyrone's manager?
Malachy O'Rourke.
How many titles did Dublin win in a row?
6.
Who plays their home games in Breffni Park?
Cavan.
What wood are hurls made of?
Ash.
How many steps before a solo or bounce?
4.
Who's Dublin's top scorer of all time?
Dean Rock.
Yeah, out of time. I think you got more than 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 16 brings you on to 24. 24-17.
Hammered me.
Am my maths correct there? I think I am, yeah. 24-17. Meaning the winner of the SportsJOE pub quiz, GAA themed this week, is Mickey the Honeybadger Burke. Congratulations, Mickey.
Lads, thanks. But parts of it were sticky now, but look, it was good crack.